guys, my name's Ben Howard. We're back out here at Century Park trying to shoot 10 under par again. If you haven't seen the series before, like I said, we're trying to shoot 10 under par my local course Century. And if I'm able to do it, I'll be giving away this Scannenberg Cloud Breaker. Only thing I have to add for this week is I did add another Covenant to the bag. So I've got this fresh Glow Oasis one that I found this in a used bin for $8. It was dyed like this already. So definitely an insane find. But I'm hoping this one will be a little bit more stable than the one that's in my bag. It does feel like it's a little windy today, so that might come into play on like holes 2 and 3. But other than that, it should be the same game plan as last week. So let's go and get in the round, see how we do. All right, guys, for hole 1, we got a par 3, 260 feet. Basket's down here tucked off to the left through this gap. I'm going to step up to a chain breaker today because we do have a headwind. So just going to do the same line, same shot shape, something a little bit faster. Hope this will fight the wind better. That's far enough, that'll be great. Oh yeah, that's parked. All right, guys, for hole 2, par 3, 260 feet again. This time we need to throw like a left to right moving shot that'll flatten out, push straight near the end. The headwind on the last hole is now a left to right wind. So if I go with the shot I've been throwing, which is the straight mid-range on Anheuser, it's going to get carried more to the right than I think it is. We'll stick with the same shot, just trying to adjust our shot a little bit. Just got to make sure not to throw it on a ton of Anheuser and just not throw it too high. Oh, don't be in that tree. Dang it. Did I get through it or did it catch it? I think it might have caught it. Okay, so it did actually catch it. This is pretty funny. But luckily we're only like 80 feet away from the basket probably. So I'm trying to do a little patent pending. Just turn over. Maybe a jump putt, kind of or spin throw kind of thing. There we go. All right, guys, for hole 3, we got a par 3, 410 feet, something like that. Basket's down here tucked off to the left. Typically, I'd say this one I can't reach, but I played the doubles out here last Sunday, and I got like a circle's edge putt on this hole. Unfortunately, there's a headwind now, so I don't know if I'll be able to get there anyway, but we'll try it again. Just get it nose down, get it high. Let's see if we can at least get ourselves a circle 2 look. Too low. Okay. There we go. All right, guys, for hole 4, got a par 3, 240 feet. Basket's down here behind this tree. Going the same play I did last time. Going out to the left with the flippy putter. Let this drag back to the right. Hopefully sit right next to the basket. I got to turn that time. Just get past that. Okay, gotta aim a little bit more out to the left and throw that a little bit higher. Okay, we're good. All right, guys, for hole 5, par 3, 200 feet. Right there, we do have a little bit of like a headwind, like a head right to left wind, but we're going with the chain breaker, so it's not really going to matter too much. I just got to make sure, throw it flat, throw it high, give it time to get back to the right. Well, okay. All right, guys, for hole 6, got a par 3, 300 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. Feels like we've got a crosswind now coming from right to left, so that'll kind of help the forehand. So I'm gonna still go with it, but I think I'm gonna step up to my less stable Rapture because I'm scared if I throw the Shepherd, it might flip and get over on Anheuser and just never come back. But the Rapture, I know it'll finish to the right no matter what. I just gotta make sure I don't do like I did last time and just rip it over on a bunch of Anheuser. Just throw it flat, it'll be fine. That was less Anheuser, but still too much. Dang it. Oh, yank that. Come on, be a pillar. Oh, that's so far past the basket. Get there. Oh, man. I'd have made that. All right, guys, for hole 7. Got a par 3, 230 feet. Just right there. With that left or right wind, I'm going to step up from the baseline pillar, go to my premium pillar, and throw the same line, because this one wants to move farther to the left sooner. It should kind of fight that wind a little bit better than the baseline pillar would, but same thing. Flat, out to the right of that tree, let it fade in. Didn't mean to throw that high, but that should be okay. Yeah, that's like a 20-footer. All right, guys, for hole 8, we got a par 3, 207 feet. Basket's just straight ahead. I have been going for the wide hyzer play, but I think for today, I'm going to go straighter Waymaker and just try and go not straight at the basket, but like 5 feet to the right of it. I just have a hard time aiming with hyzers, and so I think if I start going for that, that might help. I still like going with something overstable, a little bit out to the right, just to kind of help, especially with this wind, because it's going to be a right to left wind, but we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. Do that tree somehow. Oh, I did. Woo. Oh, and that's part too. Yeah, I like that play a lot. Because if I did the same thing, like if I pulled it as much as I did from my previous shot, I would have been like out here and had like a circle's edge putt at best. But to miss it by that much and still end up in the circle like that is pretty good. So we'll stick with that for now. All right, guys, for hole 9, par 3, 240 feet. Basket's right there, nothing in the way. I'm gonna throw the same disc I threw in the last hole out to the right, let it fade in. Didn't mean to throw it that wide, but in the basket. Whew, that'll work. All right, guys, so that wraps up the front 9, and that went okay. Minus the bogey, that's pretty much the start I want. So can't be mad at that, especially since I was able to finally get 7, 8, 9 in a round again, which should be like automatic for me. But we need 6 birdies on the back 9, which is pretty doable. Just gonna get started with a birdie on hole 10. This one's a par 3, 260 feet. Basket's down here tucked off to the right. Going with the flat forehand with the distance driver. Give it height, let it crash to the right. Just get around that tree. Oh, dang it. That's the one you gotta miss. Luckily I didn't end up in the super muddy part of the swamp. But let's go ahead and throw this in. Oh, dang, I gave it perfect height. Ooh, tried to squeeze out on the right side. All right, guys, for hole 11, got a par 3, 400 feet. Basket straight ahead through this gap. I'm going for the layup play since I don't need to go for the birdie right now. So going with the Shepherd, have the trees on the right, try and get this to fade in front of it, and hopefully push forward, get me some distance up the hill. or just throw it like I did last time and get lucky. Woo, man. Inches. It's a game of inches. Aw, you need to throw it higher. Uh-oh. Wow, okay. That was unexpected. This literally might be the worst break I've ever gotten. Not only because of the roll, but like I'm like edge of circle one and I have no putt at all. The only thing I have is like a skip shot right through here, which I guess gotta go for. Oh, dang. All right, well, that really unfortunate bogey set us back to where either we're right at it to where I need to birdie the rest of the holes to do it, or I think that takes us out of it, which is unfortunate. But the secondary goal that I do want to add to this is that I haven't actually shot around where I've got 10 birdies. So we might as well just go for that, at least give us something else to try. So I just need 5 more birdies to do that, which is pretty doable considering the last 4 holes of the course are very birdieable holes. But let's go ahead and get one now on hole 12, par 3, 400 feet straight ahead. This gap on the left. Need to go with the slightly understable fairway driver. Try and hug the left side, get it to bend off of it, and push straight near the end. Hugged it a little too hard. I actually have a gap in here. It's pretty nice. There we go. All right, guys, for hole 13, we got a par 3, 265 feet. Basket down here behind this tree. We got pretty strong right to left wind, which is really annoying, especially considering we've got the Obi Creek off to the left. So if I throw anything too high, it's just going to get carried really far. But I think I'm still going to go with my play, which is a straight throwing putter. Just try and throw on some hyzer. Try not to throw it too high. Really just, yeah, just not high, any higher than the fence. That should be okay at least. But I'm going with the new Glow Aces Covenant and see how stable it acts. It's way too low. It's not even high enough for the wind to get under it to carry it. Dang it. But that did act more stable than the other one, so that's a good sign. Dang. Oh, that was perfect distance, too. That wind just didn't carry it at all. All right, guys, for hole 14, got a par 3, baskets like 305, something like that. But straight ahead, got to worry about the double Mando and the same Obi Creek on the left. I'm trying the yellow arc again. This time, just going straight at the basket. Just got to make sure to get the height right, get the nose down. Still have that left to right wind, so it might make the disc turn a little bit more, and I think it will, but that's fine. I'd rather it turn more than I think than fade more or anything like that. Yeah, it turned more. Oh, man. If that gets through the V tree, though, that's probably parked. Man, that pillar is so much straighter than I'm giving it credit for. Well, apparently when they put the new fence in, they didn't make it level with the ground, so my disc slid out of bounds long. Didn't even know that was an option. So that's annoying, but I'll have to keep that in mind for the future. Alright. Alright, guys, for 15, got a par 4, 540 feet down here to the left. Only thing to worry about is the tree on the right, which is a mandatory left. So, going with the overstable driver straight to that tree and get fade off of it. Give myself an easy birdie. Nothing crazy. thought I hit that telephone wire. Wow, I ripped that because that just normally doesn't fly that straight. Okay, so yeah, right in the middle, pretty about as good a shot as you could throw. I mean, obviously you could throw it a lot farther than this, but let's see. I think we have a crosswind coming from right to left, so I'm gonna go with the overstable putter. Typically, I've been going with the overstable mid range, but I think the putter will be fine because I got plenty of room out to the right, plenty of height that I can give it. Just gotta make sure, if anything, I just don't throw it early left. Well, throw it early left. Okay, that should still be a putt, but I'm probably gonna have some stuff in my way. I have an awkward stance. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't throw it like I meant to, because if I did, I'd be back there in those bushes with no putt. Nice. All right, guys, for hole 16, par 3, 220 feet. I'm going with the same mid range. If I throw it the same way and give myself the same 30 footer to the left side of the basket, I'm going to be mad. You need to throw this out to the right. Let's skip up to the basket. There we go. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to do in this hole. All right, guys, hole 17. It's a par 3, 215 feet. Basket's right there. Going for the same hyzer over the creek with a Samson. Forget it. I think this will be like the 5th or 6th time I've got this hole in a row. So let's go ahead and do it. I think it's too much hyzer. Oh, never mind. All right, guys, we're on hole 18, final hole of the video. This one's par 3, 315 feet. Right there. Going with the same play I've been going for with the Enoch. Slightly out to the left of the basket. Let it draw back to the right. Don't feel any wind, so we shouldn't hopefully get affected by that. But let's go ahead and get 4 in a row to finish up the round. No, I pulled it. Okay. Look, unless that skipped or did something crazy, I don't think we went out of bounds right. So, have a putt. Get there. Oh, wow. It dropped hard. All right, guys. Well, I think that finished out our 12th attempt out here at Century, and that was an interesting one. Granted, I that's just one of those rounds where I don't think I had everything I needed to do it mentally or physically. Felt like I did try and go for a more laid back approach. Tried not to talk too much. Tried not to think about the holes that are in front of me. But I think if anything, this really made me just not focus as much. You just need to find that right middle ground, that right amount of time I'm spending either talking to y'all or thinking about my shots. But I'm pretty happy with the changes I made to the game plan today. I think a lot of them were really good. And I think in the future, I am going to stick with that. Can I get 10 birdies and make that like maybe like a side bet or a side like giveaway maybe? Because I'm tired of getting to hole 12 and the video is pretty much over unless I birdie out or do something crazy. So y'all let me know what you think about that in the comments. If y'all have any other recommendations for shots, for things I should change about the game plan, please let me know as well. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a good one. Bye.